What is up? Matthew here for the first reaction to Medicine by Wolfgang Gartner. So full disclosure, I've been following Wolfgang Gartner since 2010. I'm very familiar with his discography and a huge fan of it. For me personally, he's probably in my top 3 just because I still expect just extremely brilliant high tier shit from the guy. So whatever he chooses to do, better be dope. So let's get started with the first song, Excalibur. Very playful. Kind of reminds a little bit of Overdose. Spooky. This is perfect timing, by the way, with Halloween. Nice piano. Very groovy and has some of those funky elements that he had in his 11 Ways to Steal Home Plate album, but it doesn't come off corny in this song. Woo-hoo-hoo. There's a lot happening in this like sort of B section of each drop, where I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be focusing on, and not all the basses are necessarily coming at me with like the crazy aggressiveness. Like things are kind of pulling in and out a little too much. Still not in my head, but not impressed by every single sound that I'm hearing. Cool house cut, a good combination of his more recent groovy style and some of his more aggressive electro house from Yonder. So overall, good start to the album. Next up is Good Medicine featuring Rush Davis. Good bass line. Interesting idea to put the vocal in the drop. Like, I don't think this hook naturally fits into that 4x4 fashion. This part does more so. The song would be best described as haunted disco. I can definitely see like a church turn into like a disco with like, you know, Wolfgang Gartner on the freaking organ playing some crazy shit. So fun, danceable. There was one part where the vocal kind of didn't match the drop that I didn't quite understand, but the other parts of the vocal did. Pretty interesting sequencing there. Overall, I do like the very danceable, fun aspect of this project so far. Next up is Deja Vu. Like, we'll get right into it. I think if Undertaker was really happy. I like it. Damn, yo, this is good. The basses in this are all nice. Come on, give me that crazy interlude. Give me them chord progressions, boy. I know you got them. This is a little bit more standard. This is a little bit more mid-tier. It's almost like a Mort Mustang sort of song, like back in the day, which wasn't far off from what Wolfgang Gartner was doing anyway. But usually if Wolfgang Gartner was being this melodic, he would go for more of an anthem track back in the day. But this is like, dope. Dope. Outro's good too. Outro's good too. That felt very familiar and very Wolfgang, but at the same time, it felt a bit refreshing and exciting. I want to show that to a whole lot of folks. I think a lot of folks will like this song. That's an ad. Next up is Make It Clap. Yup. Yo, if this is some prolific ass banger, this EP's a send. What do you know a banger? Great second drop. That was cool. Festival cut, absolute festival cut. It's kind of main stagey, in a good way. It's kind of sick. For how aggressive that drop was, probably the most aggressive on the album so far, it has a very pleasant and subtle interlude that's still very dancey. Ravey. Cool bass house song, very, very practical. I hope Wolfgang Gartner enjoys playing this song outside, because I know other people certainly will. Next up is Bumblebee. Oh, are we getting a bass house for the second half of this project? I've heard better. It's alright. I mean, nah, it's not alright. It's pretty boring. Like, this is the kind of stuff that doesn't slide 2018. Just like, you know, an electro modern talking sort of bass. But this is what we do in 2018. We get those trap switch-ups. This wasn't really like a super great bass line. Really, the only good thing about that song was the trap switch-up. Very unexpected, and that bass I thought really worked really well in that context. It gave a lot of air to breathe and just big old wall of sounds. Though definitely my least favorite of the project. Last song is This Is Your Life. It's your life. Alright. Very progressive so far. Nice build. It's a little too subtle because it's definitely relying on a bit more melodic elements, but they're more sort of in the background on the song. This song doesn't necessarily wow me too much. I do like how he uses the vocoder in the song, however, just a little one-dimensional. Didn't really go too many different places. Was hoping for a bit more progression throughout that song. Overall though, you got some bangers, you got some groovy songs, you got some anthem-y sounding songs on this EP. As a whole, this project is definitely my favorite. And overall, a pretty solid EP of the year. My only gripe is Bumblebee. You see the more newer acts when they do the trap switch up with the house sort of main drop, like Abstract or Tynan. They tend to just switch things up a little bit more between the two and make sure that house drop is just extra groovy. But let me know what you guys thought about the EP below. This has been the first reaction to Medicine by Wolfgang Gartner. I'll see you guys next time.